Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the motherfucking Rebar Show. You got the big dog here, JP motherfucking Fingers. You're not me. You ain't gonna be the Rebar. You're never gonna be the Rebar. The one and only fucking Rebar Show. All right, we got a couple big shout-outs right away. Ooh, shout out United Cigar. Live United. Fucking smoke United. Get on that United train. Gonna be big. All right, another shout-out. Sir Louis Cigars. You hear them dogs barking? We get the big dog barking at Sir Louis Cigars. Hit him up on Instagram at Sir Louis Cigars. What's that? Is that the 69 boys coming over? HumanSmart.com. Take care of your cigars. Take care of your life. HumanSmart.com. Promo code REBAR. What is that? Look at this fucking beard. Look how chiseled it is. I look like a god. Bearded Buffalo. Hit him up on Instagram at Bearded Buffalo. Promo code REBAR. Save yourself some money. Boom. I got my Peter James here, by the way. And I'm also carrying a coaster because I accidentally moved it. All right. We got a special guest coming up. But before that, you know what? A little disclaimer. Let me stop the music and we'll do our disclaimer. The one and only Rebar is going to say some stuff that might be inappropriate. It might not be inappropriate. You might get offended by it. You might not get offended by it. In no way is it affiliated or a reflection of the sponsors of the show. We got a guest that's about to come on right now. I'm going to pull it up, and we're going to announce this guest. Great friend of mine, great part of the Rebar team. Let's get to it. Nobody ever has known the backstory of the guy I'm about to announce. All right, let's do this. Classic shotgun. Ladies and gentlemen, coming out of Long Island, New York, one of my good friends, one of my great associates, one of my Rebar consultants. We have Herfdaddy, a.k.a. Herfdaddy, a.k.a. Matt. What's going on, Herfhead?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one only Rebar Show. I am JP Fingers, and this is
the one and only Rebar Show.
No, I was like announcing you. I was like, this is JP Fingers, and this is
Herfdaddy.
Herfdaddy,
a.k.a. Matt.
Hit him up. I mean, maybe he is a sexual guy. Hit him. Maybe you might hit up the wrong one. You might hit up the right one. I don't know. I don't know what floats your boat.
You got to be careful.
He's not like, yeah, no. He's just like, be careful. Either way, this guy might float the boat.
I got my toes in the lake, you know, as they say.
That's it, right? By toes, he means fist. Maybe it's toes. I don't know. I don't know. We're not trying. You know what? This is going to be a non-discriminatory episode.
Yes.
And if I do discriminate, it's because I didn't think you discriminated. So, boom, that's it. You know what? We're not here to offend anybody or have pleasure at anybody's expense. I might have some leisure on your expense. You want to fly me somewhere? You want to, whatever, pick me up in a limo? All right. Herfhead, what the fuck's going on? You've been doing this consultant job now. You're consulting and talent, like / talent, right? You've been doing this job now. How long?
I think I became a co-host after, that dude Wiseman fucking disappeared. But all along, I've kind of been a consultant trying to get talent.
You were mainly a talent guy.
I was a talent guy. Yeah, I look out for young hunks, studs. Anybody who carries a Peter James case or
wrong side of the hat. All right, big shout out to them doing it. All right, you've been probably a talent guy for what, 5-6 months?
Yeah, give or take. Sure. I mean,
mutually a talent guy, a consulting guy.
Consulting guy for a little bit longer, I think, and then more of a talent guy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I want to put you on the advisory level. You're like, hey, this is funny. Hey, that wasn't funny. Hey, this works. That was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But it's how has the ride been? Have you had a good time?
It's been good, man. We had our ups and we had our downs and we had our redos and our
What do you mean by downs?
downs. Probably the humidor episode. That was a down for me.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're being honest, you know what? This could be a confession episode too. Did I think it was dragged out? Yes. Did I also think it was going to be a lot more interesting? Possibly.
I think I could have been a lot less drunk.
You and me both, my friend. You and me
Yes.
both. What are some of the pluses to this episode? Or not to this episode, but to doing the show. What do you think some of the pluses are?
The plus is just talking to people, bullshitting. Hopefully somebody on the other end listens to this digital conversation.
Virtual,
digital, domestic.
You got to talk for a minute. I spilled something on my hands. Well, it's actually, I spilled it on the Peter James case. Now my hands are fucking sticking. You keep them going. I got to fucking sanitize my hands and wipe down my PJ case with some special leather care.
It's unfortunate now we will not be able to be broadcasted in, what is it, Iran,
Cuba, Czechoslovakia. Yeah. And honestly, I can't remember the last one.
Nah.
Yeah. But you know what? We did our last episode together with Arde Fumar and Fresh Finn. Our boy Rob, my lawyer Rob, and my meat guy, my octopus guy, my fresh fucking food guy, Frankie.
Fresh Finn, Frankie Fish.
I was trying to think of the song we usually go, and I was like last, and I was like last episode. When I committed to it, I fucking knew it was the wrong one, but I was like, I fucking committed to it, and I was boom, I hit it. We did it. Had to fucking do I'm not a reader. So I was just like, whatever, this part's been. I was like, whatever, mute it out. Little did I know after that, I actually read it, and I told you right away, and I was like, dude, we're fucking banned in like these 4 countries that have never fucking paid attention to my show. What the fuck was that? Like, and I was like, I should have fucking read it. But you know what? Dude, I am notorious from putting together a piece of machinery to putting together a fucking table to anything. I don't do that where it's just like, oh, do that, boom. That's not me. That's not me.
You caught me by surprise with that last outro music. And
I was like, I can't fucking find it when I'm looking for last. And the thing that came up, I always listen to it, last time that I checked.
Hey, you know what?
Nipsey Hussle. Last time that I checked, got the chains around my neck. Nipsey Hussle.
Anybody that hears that and anybody that notices that, I love you because you listen to the whole show. God bless.
Yeah, that's it, man. You know what? I've had a lot of great guys. Love those dudes. Solid fucking people to shoot the shit with. I didn't think overall it was I didn't think it was like 5-star. I was like, 3.5, low 4-star episode, right? Jersey Nick, shit out meme team. Part of the meme team was like, dude, that's a great episode. And I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? I always try. I got a lot shorter drive to work now. Very short. I used to listen to them the whole way before, back and forth to work. Now I try and I'm just like, fuck, I'm at work. And then it's like, out of the mood. I don't really want to continue it on. But it's always great getting feedback. Even, when the team gives you feedback, I'll be like, all right, yeah, that's tight. And, for some fucked up reason, they're still part of the team. So I think myself, you, Wiseman, we got to be doing something right.
Good or bad, feedback is feedback. So that's what you want.
I mean, sometimes the bad is good, right?
Yeah. JP, I got to throw it over to you. What are you smoking? What are you drinking?
All right, I'm just lighting this baby now. But I am actually smoking the Jabaro Nuvitas. I got to say the whole thing like I'm fucking some sort of cracker. Jabaro Nuvitas. I'm smoking the Hibaro Nuevetes. Yeah, Herfed. What am I smoking?
What you said. Hibaro Nuevetes.
Nuvuetes. Sorry, I didn't. I like trailed off towards the end of it. All right, let me post this, and I'm going to tell you what I am drinking. All right, I'm smoking this. We've all smoked it. Great fucking cigar. Great cigar. That's it. You know what? Shout out Tat Lap Mo, and I am drinking Corona, Cerveza Más Finas.
Wow.
Yeah, I went Corona. So my drink choice, I do have to defend it. I gave everybody that I work with 2 options, and I was like Bud Light or Corona. They're like, well, it's going to be decent out this weekend. They're like Corona, and I'm like, done. So I grabbed 24 bottles of Corona. Am I mad about it? You know what? I think it was a better choice than Bud Light, because Bud Lights I tend to like. I go straight Stone Cold Steve Austin mode.
Yeah.
What are you smoking? What are you drinking?
I am drinking, again, a seltzer. This time it's Truly, because I'm on that seltzer kick.
Hey.
And I have the, I'm going to smoke in a minute or so, is the Opus X Perfection X Oscuro, number 4. Di Corona.
You hear that swinging noise?
It's my dick.
Hey, that's my dick. And you know what? You can find that cigar at Sir Louis Cigars. When you were looking to swing that big boutique dick around. That's what I imagine a dick swinging noise is. Or a baseball bat.
Again, very faint wrapper smell.
So you know what? I've never really done. But when me and you smoked a cigar, when it never was an episode, even though we aimed for an episode, I started doing a lot of like foot smells, wrapper smells and shit like that. And I was like, it's, you know, before that I was like, it's always corny, but I was just like, I think this actually smells good. And I didn't do it to the cigar, but it's burning good. Tastes good.
Yeah.
Do you do that with every cigar, or you're just like, like, were we drunk
every
and high?
cigar that I haven't smoked in a while or smoked before, yes. I don't do it when I'm at the lounge. I do it when I'm, private by myself. I'll smell the foot in the lounge maybe, but it's a.
When I'm by myself, I like to smack it off my thighs like it was my dick running.
Sometimes I twirl it with my toes. But being a retailer for so long, being a tobacconist for so long, I got really sick and tired of watching people sniff the cello.
It smells great though. It smells like all the other cello sitting next to it with the cigars in it.
Damn right. How does that cigar smell?
Well, we're early enough into the episode and people are still listening or watching.
Yeah.
Anybody that sends me a picture with a cigar between their toes out of the cellophane, the One Only Rebar Show is going to hook you up. Post it on Instagram. Tag the One and Only Rebar Show. I know Tim, the media guy, great guy. Tim MC, my boy. We're gonna take care of you. Cigar between the toes, and you gotta do between the toes picture, and then smoking it after. Like combine. I need a collage, but just 2 pictures.
Is it lit in between the toes?
No, it's unlit. Just like display picture. You know what I mean? Like, oh, great cigar. Boom.
No doubt. Throw out some merch. Throw out some fucking
shotgun
tools.
I mean, my entire life up until 2 years ago, even a year ago, I was always socks on guy, having sex, socks on, going to bed, socks on, lounging around the house, socks on. It's probably been the past 2 months now. My wife told my parents today, she's like, Justin, that's my name. Justin has been sleeping without socks on. And my dad's like freaking out. He's like, what? My mom was in another conversation. She's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah, like I'll lay in bed and I try to go to sleep and I can't. And I kick my socks off to the corner of the wall. Boom, kick them in the corner. And I go to bed with no socks on. They're like, are you kidding me? And my dad's like, you're wearing shoes right now with those socks. And I'm like, yeah, they're the lawn mowing shoes. It's fucking great not wearing socks. Fucking love it. Yeah. I mean, that's my new foot thing now, is my own not wearing socks fetish. I'm wearing socks now, obviously, and to top it off, I'm wearing socks with sandals, but when your boy's in the house or doing anything around the house other than in here, I feel like on here I have to wear socks. Are you wearing socks right now?
I'm wearing socks and slippers.
Respectable. All right, Herfed, how was your week? We got to talk about it. I've been bitching about my week to the consultant team. Fucking Herfed and Big Mooch. I've been bitching about it. We got to segue to it. How was your week? How was
My
your
week's been
Saturday? We don't
fine.
have to go there. How was your Saturday?
Saturday was good. Saw my brother. He left for Mexico. Hooked him up with a nice sampler of 15 cigars.
Do you think he's going to smoke them all? 15? How often does your brother smoke?
He's there for 7 or so days. So
I'd
if he
mow
gets through
down
half of
fucking
them,
15.
that's good. It all depends on, the settings they got, what their priorities are. And
All right. Where would you go right now if you could travel? Well, I guess you could travel. Where would you go right now? Like, what's going to be first on the list? Like, where's Herfed bringing those 15 cigars?
I mean, it's always going to roll back to Pittsburgh.
You know what? I can't go anywhere in the world right now, and I agree with you. Pittsburgh.
But if you want to talk about a, international destination,
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I would love to go back to Honduras.
Is it the tobacco? Is it the wild women? Is it the beer? What is it?
Yeah, it would be different circumstances. It probably wouldn't be as good. Last time I was in Honduras was when we were producing Sacrifolium, which some of your listeners may or may not know about. That was my cigar line that I had with a couple of partners. We released 5 blends, and unfortunately, we came out at the wrong time, right before the pending FDA doom, which never came to fruition. But I spent a good 2 weeks out there, one by myself and one with my team. And everything was fucking fantastic. The food was outrageous. The women were non-existent. And the smokes was plentiful, man. It was a good experience. It was
What's overall, what's better? By yourself, like the overall experience, what's better? By yourself or with your team?
well, by my team, I mean one other person.
Yeah.
Completely different because there was a sense of more fear when I was by myself. I don't know who's traveled to Honduras and who knows about Honduras, but it's not a destination for, especially Don Lee. It's not a destination for tourists.
That's how I felt with Ohio. I felt the same way with Ohio.
Ohio is pretty dangerous. Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck are people going to Ohio? You know what I mean? It's very weird. But I mean, did you stay at a resort? Was it a resort?
No, it was a small little hotel.
All right.
Paradiso, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't recall, but best breakfast I ever had, best beef I've ever had for lunch. We used to order food at Racy's Cubanas factory, and they would bring in steaks for lunch. We didn't pay for it, but I know the bill was at least per steak, $6-7.
All right. What was your danger drink there? What was your drink?
Well, first time when I went with my partner, I didn't drink that much. Maybe I drank the same amount. I don't recall the beer now. There was 2 different Honduran beers, and they were pretty good. But we used to buy them from the restaurant that was attached to the hotel, and I'd ask for a bucket. I'd get a 6-pack, ask for a bucket filled of ice.
Yeah, you get the bucket of beer, toss some ice in that. I just blew up 0.10, by the way, so I'm catching up.
And I don't speak any Spanish, so
you got to at least know like a little basic, just from being in the New York area and being at a cigar shop, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know I had to ask for. I mean, I know cervezas.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say. I said frío, mucho frío. And
Now you're looking like a fuck. You look like you look like a cracker in that country when you just say, you know what I mean? You're like, fuck. Should I stay? I remember my wife when we first went to Cuba. Not to turn it to me, but she's like, before we went there, it was a week after our wedding, right? It was our honeymoon, and she's like learning how to say, "Hey, can I get a drink?" And I'm like, "Don't look like a fucking cracker there. Like, just be like, give me a drink." What's your thoughts on going to a country and be like, let me learn, the only thing I want to learn is, hey, where's the bathroom? Hey, can I get a drink? I'm just like, don't like, just ask them. Like the amount of English these people fucking know from people coming to the country and just their country being a country, like they're going to know. What's your thoughts on that?
Were you in a resort?
Fuck yeah, I was. I mean, look at me. I'd be dead in the streets. The only time I left the fucking resort was when I was in a Vespa and I was going about
So
40 miles an hour pin.
I'm pretty sure in the resorts they speak English.
Mm.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I was sitting there and I was like, stop asking him. Like, just like, bro, can I get 2 beers? Bro, we're ordering off the drink menu and everything's in fucking English. You know, a pina colada is a pina colada in any language. Like, dude, can I get a rum and coke? And he's like, si, senor. Like, dude, just say yeah to me. Like, I know you speak English. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, Honduras was no bullshit. Like, when I landed, customs didn't even speak English.
And it's one of my biggest pet peeves, I guess. Like,
I mean,
did you go to a beach at all?
I did a month in Mexico, all across Mexico. Mainly, I mean, the only kind of touristy area we went to was Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, dude, yeah, fuck yeah. No, that's how New York got all their weed for a good year.
Which I fucking hated. I fucking hated it. It was
you're not like the resort dude. You're not a resort dude.
No. We went to another town, small little town. Place was great. It was wish I could recall the name of it right now. It basically looked like a giant pizza that was sliced into like 16 pies, and every 16 slice was a bar. And in the middle of it there was music. So there were 16 bars in a circle with one main area in the middle.
Okay. I told my wife, I was like, as soon as we're fucking free from our country, I'm like, I want to go to the DR. What advice? And I mean, I'm gonna do a couple of like cigar places in DR, right? Shout out United Cigars, right? I'm gonna do a couple, so whether I stay on a resort or I stay off a resort, what advice could you give me?
I haven't been to the DR.
No, but just going off resort that much, right? I went to a Casa del Habano when I was in Cuba, but I rented a Vespa and fucking motored it there. I got lost on the way back, did a U-turn, boom, I was there. What advice would you give me to actually have that much off resort experience?
Don't wear shorts.
Be a big thing. Don't wear shirts?
Shorts.
Oh, don't wear shorts. I thought you said shirts, sorry.
No, you wear shorts, you're a gringo, at least in the other parts of the country I've been to.
Okay. All right. That's a
good
one.
No jewelry. Actually. Don't flash it out. I mean, I've been to Mexico City. I've been to Donley. I've been to Tegucigalpa. And none of these places you feel really comfortable at. Managua. I mean, we flew into Nicaragua the first time we went to go see the Racy's factory, and crossing the border from Nicaragua to Honduras.
Taking a piss quick, Herfdaddy, sorry.
Crossing the border from Nicaragua to Honduras probably took about 2 hours, an hour and a half maybe, and the border itself was maybe the size of I don't know, a city block in Manhattan, if anybody knows what that is. It was tiny and it was weird. You had people walking around asking for money, and nobody at the border spoke English. So, we sat in the car like a bunch of gringos, and hope for the best, and the best came about, and we left, and that was it. But it was a strange place to be, man. It was out of this world. It was that whole fucking ride was, I think, 8 hours. We landed in Nicaragua, and it was sunny out. We arrived in Don Lee at our hotel, and it was pitch black out. So that was interesting. And you always have to worry about, the highways over there getting pulled over. Police are crooked. And...
So we've never actually met in person. We basically have, but could you imagine me on a, dude, I was in Cuba on a fucking Vespa, and I had my wife on the back.
I hear you.
Like, dude, I have probably told this story probably 3-4 times in the show. I'm over in Cuba. I think Cuban cigars are the rage. They're great cigars, but they're not all that they live up to be. We're over there, and I was just like, wow, we got Vespas at a resort. And naturally, I'm a resort guy. It was like a 4.5-star resort. Naturally, it's what I think I need to do. So we do that on the third day, and I'm like, take a Vespa into town. So we take a Vespa into town. We explore a bunch of places. We check out a mall. I didn't even go deep enough into the mall because I was just like, this is fucking shady. Don't even go to the mall. We buy a bunch of, like, I guess, gypsy, Cuban jewelry, ashtray pieces. I got a Red Bull monster truck up there. Nobody can see. But buy that, go back, spend another day at the resort the day after that. And we're like, oh, we went into town, this and that. And then the day after that, I was like, fuck this. Like, let's go into town, right? I was like, which way do we got to go? And then like, just go, go to your right. Go in there, you sit there on your right again. All right, so we take probably 30-minute trek to it's a massive like gypsy mall, but they got a Casa del Habano there. So we take it. I go to Casa del Habano. My wife's like, hey, you want something to drink? It was hot there. I was like, give me like an orange pop, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what to do. She comes back. She's like, how the fuck did I just pay this much for an orange pop? And my beer was 50 cents. We walked out of there with a shit ton of cigars, and I was like, fuck, I'm always just gonna order the beer. Boom. Went back to our resort. I was like, fuck, I'm not seeing it. I never remember seeing any of this onto the left. Pull a U-turn in the middle of a 2-lane this way, 2-lane that way, or 2-lane this way, 2-lane that way. In the highway, found a resort. I passed it by like fucking 25 minutes. Brought the Vespa back. Still had some gas to go. I don't know what my issue is. Like, I feel like I'm a resort guy. I'm a resort guy.
The thing about Cuba, you're not really gonna get fucked with in Cuba. They don't fuck with tourists there. They know not to fuck with tourists.
That's not true. The lifeguards tried to fuck with me, and I'm like, I'm like, can you get a plane ticket to Canada? They're like, yeah. I was like, come to my house, and I'm going to show you some cigars, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to smoke your fucking cigar. If you smoke this cigar and you like it, we can sell you a box right now. And I was like, well, what is it? And they told me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even going to smoke your cigar. Like, it's a good deal for the box. And I was like, that is it. If it was real cigars, like, I'm not entertain them. No. But at the same time,
fucked with by getting mugged, getting jumped, getting robbed.
Dude, there was like military on every corner we were at there. Yeah, that's my only experience with like that. And I mean, fuck yeah, Cuba's probably one of the safest place to be even right now.
Oh, when we were in the hotel in Don Lee, I mean, it's not a hotel, like, it's a compound. There's a door that closes behind you. There's no way out unless they let you out. The army was sleeping in the hotel, one guy on, one guy off with automatic weapons. I mean,
how do you think I would make out right now in Honduras?
Depends on who you're with. Are you by yourself?
Let's say I'm going with you.
You're in trouble.
But let's say I go by myself.
You're in bigger trouble.
All right. So I'm safer going with you.
No, well, my experience was we were handled by racies. Racies threw someone out there and handled
Not
us.
racist,
We had to handle
racist.
it. Racies.
What does a racist Honduran look like? Like, geez, like just imagine that thought.
Racies Cubanas, the factory.
Yeah, I know, no, but I just like, what would a racist Honduran look like?
I don't know. What would a racist American look like?
We all know what that is. All right, all right. If me and you were to go anywhere to do a remote episode, where do you think it would be? And who would the guest be? A remote episode, me, you, one guest. Where would it be? What's the location?
Huh.
And what are you drinking?
Wow, that's a lot.
I can go first if you want to think about this.
I think we'd probably go to Nicaragua.
Okay. I like it. I like it already.
Visit Skip Martin.
Catch a charge.
And drink probably some White Russians. With some candied bacon.
I could fuck with that. All right, all right. I mean, other than the obvious guest. But I mean, I think it could be like we could maybe mend ourselves and just boom. Yeah. All right. Myself, I think Cuba resort. Myself, Matt Booth, and Herfdaddy.
It's good company.
And what are we drinking? We're going to be drinking pina coladas.
I heard Matt Booth is lactose intolerant.
Whatever, they got almond milk pina coladas there.
There you go. Good.
Right? I mean, I like to think Booth's probably a Speedo, and he's like, you bringing a Speedo, and I'm going to bring a Speedo, whether he is or isn't, but he like makes it on to believe he is, and I feel like Herfdaddy's the same thing. This guy's wearing full board shorts, me and Herfdaddy are wearing Speedos. I imagine this trip.
No, I'll be the fat kid with the t-shirt on in the pool.
Still Speedo, though.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Speedo with a t-shirt on. You're like trying to show up, but you're like, I'm still conservative. I got to hide it a little bit. You're making people work for that.
You got to tease them.
All right.
Yeah.
One of your last best in-person cigar experiences, since we haven't been able to have any of that. Last best cigar experience. In person, sorry.
What does in person mean?
Last time you smoked with somebody that you were just fucking stoked on. Like in person.
It's been too long, man. It's the last person I smoked with in person was Big Rob. Shout out to Big Rob. Go
Big
back
fucking Robbie.
Watch Big Rob.
Robbie Logs.
Yeah, dude, that's the last person I smoked with in person. I haven't been back to the lounge since they opened.
Yep. All right. Last person dude, I gotta say Wiseman. I mean, as much as I love Herfy, we've never smoked in person. I gotta say Wiseman. Wiseman's the dude. He just gets me hot. Like Wiseman is like Juan from Protocol. If I'm with him, I'm getting fucked up. And he's just got that. He's got that vibe about him that like you give me the same vibe where it's like if we're hanging out together virtually, I'm getting fucked up. Like I'm gonna get mangled. My wife's like, "Wow, I'm coming in out." I'm like, sorry, like, thought Big Mooch was coming on an episode from the consultant team. Didn't selling his house. Shout out selling your house. You.
That money.
When Wiseman walks in here, dude, I just get that vibe, and he's just like, "Let's put down beers." He's a lot bigger than I am by like a foot. I'm 5'11" and a half, by the way. We put down beers, and like he's got this about him. He's like, "Dude, are you drunk?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm hammered." Like you always got to give that off. You always got to give that vibe off to bigger dudes. We're like, "Are you fucked?" Like this Big Rob. We call him Big Rob. He's a big dude, right? Does he ask you about like, "Hey, are you all right?"
Never.
Big Rob don't give a fuck.
He knows I'm drunk when I pull my pants down.
Yeah. So call him Big Rob. He's got big hands around. Fucking Herf says ding-a-ling.
Hey, ain't no
All right,
shame in the game.
that's it, right? Hey, that's girthy. We have together, like talking to each other, hanging with each other on this. We have smoked what? This is our second cigar together? Third,
Third or
maybe?
fourth. Third or fourth.
Third or fourth. All right. Everybody out there doesn't understand. We talk twice a week and we'll sit out here usually on average once a week. A lot of good weeks, twice a week. We will sit out here and do this.
I smoke a lot of darks. I smoke a lot of cigs.
I like my vape pen and joints. Where we live,
Oh.
it's both legal and binding. Fucking binding.
I mean, coming from my background, I mean, I was a tobacconist for 6+ years. You kind of lose the love for the leaf. You kind of just get burnt out.
So one of the things that I think the show did to myself was burn myself out of cigars, right? Like, oh, I can smoke a cigar now, but 3 hours later I'm going to do a show. Oh, I'll just smoke a cigar on the show, right? I like it that it did that because I think I actually truly enjoy a cigar now more. Dude, I was like fucking probably on average 10 cigars a week before the show, right? I'm fucking smoking cigars. I'm working my, what I thought my fucking strength level was, what my fucking palate was, weakest to fucking strongest. I'm smoking that, dude, every Saturday. Every, day of the week. Oh, I'm waking up, I got to have a Cuban with a coffee. Having that. What's your whole take? What do you think your, I guess, weakest to strongest cigar is? You know what I mean? What's your fucking graph on that?
Well, man, let me tell you, I used to be strength. Always strength. Stronger. You can't get strong enough. What's strongest? What's the strongest smoke you could smoke? I would do that, and I would smoke the strongest cigar. And I realized the less I started smoking, the more I started enjoying the more mild and medium-bodied cigars.
Okay.
Right now, one of my favorite blends is the Mil Diaz by Crown Heads.
That was the first time I had it, and I had it with you, and I'm like, this is what I smell off it. You're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you had the Robusto. I had the Petit Corona.
Yep.
Morevas. But I've been kind of enjoying more of the medium-bodied smokes. This has been very, very, very fucking pleasant.
No doubt. What year is that?
I don't know, 4 years, 5 years.
All right. So if I got to guess, it's probably like a 8-year-old cigar.
Nah.
I think I've actually noticed that with how I smoked, how often I smoked, what I smoked, to now it's, dude, I could have like a fucking Mil Diaz. What is that going to be? Mild to medium?
Yeah.
I thought that was a phenomenal cigar, right? Where before it was like, I can't smoke that. That's mild. This is what I'm having a drink. I need this.
Yeah,
And
I was always, Ligero, Tatawahe, Roma.
yeah, broadleaf. You're like, fuck. I just need fucking 5 layers of San Andreas right now.
That sounds like shit, but
I've yet to try it. I think I would like it, but it's I don't know. I think when we started hanging out and doing the video shit, I think like my cigar journey started growing more. Right? Where it was like, are you around? It's like, yeah, I got 4 cigars I got to smoke out here right now, and I'm smoking all of them back to back to back to back. Right? And I was just like,
how did we get hooked up?
Dude, my good buddy, your fucking good buddy, one of my best friends, Manicotti, aka Paulie, aka Double Down, the Manicotti man. He hooked us up, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta meet my boy Matty." Da 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 da. Hooked us up, and boom, dude, that's when I still remember one thing, and there was one common thing that brought us together, and I was like, "Ha ha, ha, nice this," and you're just like, "Oh yeah, it relieves stress or something," and I was like, "Yeah, me too." And then we just started connecting, and then It was just like, oh, you're gonna be around today? Let's hang out, and then we video chat, and it's just like we'll drink for 12 hours together. It ain't pretty, but it
Yeah,
gets
but we
done.
knew each other for a good, what, 3 years before we ever video chatted, right?
Oh yeah, fuck. I'd even say, dude, I haven't been to New York City in fuck 5-6 years. And yeah, I mean, there's a couple bonding things we had, but it was just he's like me and I'm like him, or sorry, like you. And it's just like, oh shit, like yeah, let's hang out, let's hang out. And people will see it and they're like, oh yeah, we'll hang out. And then they're like, I can only hang out for half that. And we'll just sit there, we'll keep fucking going, keep fucking going, keep fucking going. And it's yeah, I mean, drew us together. And then I mean we got a couple other recreational activities that draw us together. All legal. All legal.
100%.
I love cigarettes. Can I smoke cigarettes every day? No, I can't, but I love them. Maddie smokes cigarettes every day. We like drinking together. I actually put you on to seltzers.
Yeah, I always thought it was a girly drink, and beer was just beating the fuck out of my stomach. And
To
I
destroy.
drinking seltzers.
You'd be written off for like 3 days.
Yeah, beer was rough on me, and I always discounted the sellers as sellers.
Fucking the sellers. It's all about the buyers.
Sellers. I discounted the seltzers as a girly drink, and fucking found out it was 0.5 more percent than my beautiful Tecates.
Or even Modelo's, because you first started with Modelo's.
I did. I graduated.
That little, what is it, gold foil on the top? You're like,
cans only. Cans only.
Cans only. All right, but you now being on the seltzer game, how many seltzers have you had at least a 6-pack or more of? Like, you have to have at least, 4 brands?
Yeah, Truly, White Claw, Seagram's, Smirnoff. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. I want to say you've maybe had one more, but you're like, no. And like pitched it right away. Out of those, so I'm going to give you my opinion on those 4, what I think is the best. What is your opinion on those 4? What's the best that you're still fucking drinking? I mean, obviously you grabbed Truly today. You had that probably 3-4 weeks ago.
Well, the difference is Truly seems to be liquor and Seagram's is malt.
Believe it or not, the vodka is actually way smoother. I mean, malt is malt, right?
Yeah, I'd have to think I like the non-malt a little bit better.
It's refined. It is refined. It truly is refined.
I like the carbonation in the Seagram's. The Seagram's is more carbonated. If they made Truly that was a little more carbonated, it'd be nice.
Okay. You know what? If anybody ever sees us from Truly, just hook us up. We gladly support you. I like Truly. I love Truly. Herfdaddy, he's picked you out of fucking 6 weeks. He's probably picked you fucking 4 times out of 6 weeks. So Truly, hit us up. Hit us up, Truly. We could truly do it. This is the one on the rebar truly doing it. Just trying to get a quick shout out, plug, what we're drinking. Well, right now, I mean, I'm doing Corona. I actually had this in the freezer for a bit today. Chill it up.
That's a shocker.
What, it's 4.6 per fuck. It is 4.6%. I could have double of these that I could have Trulies. All right. I'm going to call you a very experienced cigar smoker. When you do smoke a cigar, let's say we're at a shop, you go to a shop, you know what I mean, or you're on vacation, what are you pairing a cigar with?
I mean, situations vary.
No, but let's say you got the cigar you want to smoke and you got whatever you want to drink, right? Like your favorite fucking drink. What do you like, what is it?
You know, it's been a while since I've been out. You know, I was never able to be out and order a cigar and a fucking seltzer.
Right? What do you, are you? What's that? What's that famous steakhouse in Brooklyn?
Peter Luger.
Yeah, you're going to the fucking Luger, and you're like, you guys got any seltzers?
We got
Give me a
Matador
seltzer
Cigars
and an
right next
open,
door to Matador
right?
Cigars is right next door to that.
So
Uh,
you're going out to a
I'll be
place like
drinking a
you're
red
going up.
wine,
You're going up. All right. I can feel
but
that. I mean, dude, nothing like being at a decent fucking upscale place, and you're like, oh, let me get a red wine. I mean, dude, there's red. It's easier to get a good red wine than it is a seltzer.
but if you're talking about pairing, I mean, it's pairing in public. It's been a long time. When I
What are
personally
you
like to
pairing?
pair,
What are you doing? What's your big dick move?
I'd
Like,
be
what?
I'd be drinking beers and smoking cigars. You know, usually a pilsner, like I've said in the past, something light, crisp finish, nothing that will overtake the cigar. But
So you know what I
yeah,
like that a pilsner or a lager, very short finish, great with a cigar, in my opinion. Same as a seltzer, right?
there's no the seltzers. There's no overlying taste. You get that taste on your mouth for
Mouth.
about 2 or 3 seconds, and it's gone. It doesn't
It's
impede
just
the
a
idea.
swallow.
It's all about the swallow, the white swallow. It's
The claw swallow.
the white claw swallow. It's all about that. But I mean, seltzer is pretty much independent. It's not gonna. Everybody says coffee.
It's like fucking seltzer.
Um,
People drink fucking seltzer like Perrier or fucking San Pellegrino all the time. It's the exact same shit. Just the people that
I
can't
think
drink or don't drink the fucking Pellegrino.
I think coffee is one of the worst things you could pair with a cigar. But people like to do it anyway. Espressos, and
It's
coffees. I think
overpowering.
it's way too overpowering.
Yeah.
I like the old school. I like ginger ale.
Okay.
Pellegrino.
I'm a big fucking Perrier guy. You know what I mean? No flavor, like no lemon, just like give me the OG Perrier. Great. I think it's great. Maybe are we cliche? I don't know. I don't know.
No, you know what? No,
What do
I
the
don't
big
get that.
dogs
I
drink
don't.
on the fucking show? What do the big dogs drink when they're fucking reviewing a cigar? How the fuck do you review a cigar? How can nobody every singularity whatever a singular person can review a cigar and put their opinion out there? Do you think you could review that cigar right now?
No. The only thing I look for in reviews are the info on the cigars, the binder, filler,
Okay.
wrapper,
Okay.
country of origin, factory. That's what I
All
take
right.
these cigars. What are you doing?
Doing another breathalyzer. Sorry, I did 5 seconds perfect. What are we hitting right now? 0.13. Very accurate. You know what? When you're looking for our green wand, literally green wand, hit up Amazon. Hit up Amazon. You can get this in any country, anywhere around the world. Hit it up. I like to think it's fairly accurate. It just beeps a lot. That's the only downfall to it. It beeps a lot.
What'd you get?
0.13.
0.16.
So I just hit a 0.11 and now I'm a 0.13. I've had a drink and a half later. I like to think that's pretty accurate. The only downfall, like I said, is just this beeping noise.
Yeah,
Not that long.
sucks.
So, what sucks? Your score?
No, no, that's a good score.
We've
I'm
beaten it
happy with it.
before. We have beaten it before off air. I think we tried to do like 4 episodes once. Yeah. Breathalyzer will tell it all. Dude, if I'm going and I honestly love a good rum. Like a good sweet aged rum. I like it because it's sweet. I think it pairs well with a cigar. When I'm not drinking and I'm just having a cigar, I think like a Perrier, man. Perrier, however the fuck we want to say it, whatever country we're from, whatever our origin is, whatever our ethnicity is, boom, get it, Perrier. That's what I'm
it
pronouncing
all
it.
depends. I mean, if you really wanna, if you have a cigar and maybe it's a very expensive cigar, or maybe it's a very hard to find cigar. You're going to want to smoke that cigar and pay more attention to it than you would.
I can't even say that though, dude. Dude, I want to go, like, maybe you're a place where, like, you didn't grab alcohol before and you really want to smoke a cigar. Fuck, I don't, dude. I've been, like, across the border before and I was just like, damn, I gotta smoke a cigar. No, I don't know this area. Boom. A lot of the times I do research my cigar shop, so it's like, hey, I can bring my own shit there. Hey, they serve this there. All right, cool. I'll go, based off that. Like, I got my spots in Buffalo where I know my rights there, so I'll play within my rights. I just, dude,
I think it all comes down to pretty much who gives a fuck what you drink or what you pair with your cigar, as long as it's not a goddamn cup of coffee.
I'm taking a piss right now, but I mean, I feel like I do have to elaborate on the coffee shit. You got to elaborate on it now. We'll get to it.
Well, when you smoke a cigar for the first time and you want to taste the nuances in a cigar, you want to keep a fresh palate. And there's a lot of people that talk about, having chocolate in between cigars, which I don't agree upon. I mean, it's the same fucking thing with sushi. You got the ginger on the side. Nobody knows how to eat the goddamn fucking ginger. What you do is you take one piece, eat a piece of sushi, cleanse your palate with the ginger, and you eat another piece of sushi, and repeat. Most people have no fucking clue what the goddamn ginger is there for anyway. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't matter. As long as you don't overpower your palate, which a lot of people do, especially with whiskeys and bourbons, coffees. I think that's when you run into trouble. But I think if you just stick into wine, beer, clear liquor, vodkas, I think you'll be okay. But once you get anything kind of like smoky or dark, that's when you fuck your palate up and you can't taste anything.
I heard that whole thing. I dig it. So there's a lot of coffee bean posts with cigars on Instagram. There's a lot of black coffee posts. I see this, and it's, dude, when I had a fucking double today from Tim Hortons. I thought it was fucking fantastic. I could see myself pairing that with a cigar. It's smooth. It's got the cream. It's got flow to it. A black coffee has zero flow from the first sip to the last sip to the middle sip. You sip it bitter. Why the fuck would you pair a bitter fucking cigar with I'd rather have a fucking espresso with like fucking 2 creams and then a couple sugars. That sounds great. That sounds great to pair with a cigar. You have these people out there with the fucking black coffees.
Black coffees are unsweetened espressos. You're just gonna destroy your palate.
Yeah. Do I love unsweetened espressos? I love unsweetened espressos. That's great. But I ain't smoking a fucking cigar with it.
No. I mean, you might as well go use mouthwash before you smoke that cigar. But
dude, this mouthwash, the cigar, you have orange juice and then you want to brush or you have orange juice or brush your teeth and then have orange juice. That fucking tastes like shit. Nobody's like, I just had some orange juice or I just brushed my teeth. Let me have some fucking orange juice. Fuck that. That shit, that's fucking tastes disgusting.
The fact of the matter is that half the people that smoke cigars, in my opinion, and from what I've experienced in my lifetime, they don't really care what they're smoking. It's not about that. It's about getting away. It's about letting loose. It's about relaxation. It's about getting away from the wife, getting away from the kids.
So I could see part of that, but then I gotta say, I thought I was like the shit, man. I was like, I can afford cigars.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I worked retail, you know that, for 6.5 years, and
we've said it 4 times now. I want to honestly, I want to call you a sommelier. You're a cigar sommelier.
Thank you.
That's how I look at you. That's how I look at you. You know, fucking certified. I'm certified.
Yeah, I am not. I am not a certified retail tobacconist, and I am not a certified sommelier. But
street cred though. You're certified and you're sommelier. You got cigar street cred.
I failed the test. I failed the test because of the pipe question.
Fuck pipes. And whatever, if I'm putting someone in a pipe, I'm probably going to be like Carlo, my boy, Long Island. I'm going to put weed in it.
Yeah, and even the cigar questions were like they were very opinionated. I was like waiting for the right answer, and like the right answer never showed up. I'm like, how the fuck do I answer this when it's a wrong answer?
How is
It was
there? There is
interesting.
never a right answer with any of this shit.
No, there was when it comes to manufacturing and binding and rolling and
Okay,
aging,
that shit.
fermenting.
But like, you can't profile a fucking taste, a flavor, a fucking scent. You can't profile that.
No, but the book itself talked about fermentation and how a cigar is rolled, and it's nonsense. It doesn't fucking exist. There's entubado style, and it's pretty much everybody does that.
So,
But
all right. I might hurt a couple people here, but this is strictly just my opinion. Cigar aficionado. Too many people have bought into it, and I feel like it's a fraud. It's a scam. It's a political thing. Invest your money. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the best. You know what I mean? Cigar snob.
you're with everybody else, man.
No, but I'm getting to that. I feel cigar snob sort of the same. Cigar snob is like you go there if you're super boutique, but you're not boutique, but you think you're boutique. So people invest in that. You get these ratings. You know, everybody does the fucking 0 to 10, this price to this price, this percent to this percent. Everybody does all this shit. The longer and longer I've got on, I actually I'm getting sort of stoked towards small batch. Never bought nothing from them, but I'm hoping soon you could use promo code Rebar. Save yourself 10 or 15%. Hit up small batch. But I'm stoked on small batch's presentation because they don't talk about what they taste. They actually taste. They talk about what, you know, the hints are just it's a lot about the description of that. And, you know, big shout out Herfdaddy. He put me onto small batch. And, you know, the more and more I read it, I'm just like, I'll always read stuff that I've smoked on there. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I do get that. You know, I can be on their level. And that's what I think the cool thing is actually somebody giving you a description of what they think's in it, and aside that they give you a description of what's said in there and what you should take. And it's just like, you know what, I do get that. I can
You
level.
speaking about small batch?
Yeah, I am. Shout out Andrew.
Andrew, what's up?
But it's, you know, talking about, let's just say these three, we're not going to leave the other one out of it. The spare tire. It's raining out now. I just heard it. I can hear it on the roof. But speaking about, let's say these three, what are we gonna call it? I mean, two of them think they're aficionados, and the other one's just doing it right. It's pretentious. Not the third one, but the other. They're very pretentious. It's just a vibe they give off. Like, to read something and get a vibe from somebody that does it monthly, is not the right way. And
no, if you just want to,
it's a lot like a lot of other fucking cigar podcasts out there. Why the fuck would I be pretentious?
I mean, you could say, you know, hints of garlic and cardamom and orange Gatorade. And
what the fuck is cardamom? The fuck is cardamom?
I don't know, but every cigar tastes like it.
Cardamom. That's probably the fucking cellophane being on the fucking cigar for fucking too long because you haven't smoked it.
And another thing is, none of us taste the fucking same. Anything that you taste and I taste, or you smell and I smell, are completely fucking different than everybody else.
Hey, unless it's the Mil Diaz. I mean, we had a couple good bonding moments over that.
That was pretty good.
There's an exceptions, but nobody will ever hear that because we fucking burned the episode. Shout out to Carlo. Doesn't get it when there's a fucking pizza in the oven. Sorry, a pie.
Shout out to Carlo. Post cleaners.
Shout out to Carlo.
New York. Post cleaners. You want your shit done right? Post cleaners. Westbury, New York. Hit them up.
You know what? You're giving out shout outs. I got to give a shout out to my boy, Rob Arte Fumar. Hey, when you're looking to handle some legal shit, you guys got to hit up Rob. Hit him up on Instagram, Arte Fumar, or you get him up on his personal page if you know it. Use promo code Rebar and save 15% off handling your business.
You're going to talk about your friend Rob. I want to talk about my friend Frankie Fish.
Your friend Frankie?
You want some
bro,
fucking...
Dude, look at me right now.
You want some
Dude,
fucking? You
look,
want
look
some
at me right now.
octopussy?
Bro, I'm fucking eating good. I'm eating good. Are you eating good? Probably because we got the same guy. Talk about him. Talk. Look at how I'm sitting right now. Look at how I'm fucking sitting right now.
Fresh Fin Gourmet, Westbury, New York. Rocket. Check them out.
Rocket. That's
on them.
All right.
You.
Guys, when it comes to Fresh Fin, you got to hit up my boy Frankie. We call him Frankie Fish. He's our good buddy. Listen. We got these great fucking burgers. What are they? They're not Angus. What's the other one? Wagyu. Wagyu. This guy's got these Wagyu burgers through the fucking roof. Insane prices. Insane fucking prices. These prices are insane. You're going to, take your date out, take your treat out, whatever. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your side piece, whatever. Hit up freshfin.com. Use promo code REBAR. Eat good. Take care of yourself. What you make, don't put shit into your body. Invest in your body and just get octopus, calamari, everything. Squid, everything. I heard he's known for octopus. Get some.
Check it out. Hit up the one and only Rebar Show. Hit up fucking JP Media Incorporated.
JP Media? I've never even heard of that. Fuck.
Mention Fresh Fin Gourmet. We'll hook you up with a 10% code because we're best friends.
It's not even that. No, so I'm gonna go above and beyond this. Post the two-sided picture, it's a collage, but it's not a collage, it's only two pictures. Cigar between the toes, then you smoking that cigar, and you're gonna get a great care package. As long as you live in the United States of America, you're gonna get a great fucking Rebar care package. We're gonna take care of you. Do that, post that. Let's see it. All right, Herfy, you got any tips for anybody? Now that I've deemed you the sommelier, the expert, the fucking aficionado, Rebar style.
Tips as in cigar wise?
Any tip. It could be any cigar tip, whether you light it, cut it, how you pick it. What are you feeling?
Sure, of course. Yeah. If you're in a cigar lounge and don't put your cigar in your mouth and lick it up before you use the communal cutter. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't touch every cigar and pick it up and stick it to your oily nose because that's bad too.
Bad.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. You're still a man. If you could, if you need some expert advice, it's not an attack against your masculinity or how long you've been smoking fucking cigars for, but sometimes you're just a fucking idiot.
So that's a crazy thing with all these new cigar brands out there, dude. I'm a fucking absolute moron. Some of the stuff that I get from Sir Louis, I was like, I've never even heard about that, and I got to Google it, and I'm like, this guy said this about, Small Batch said this about it. I was like, oh shit, like it's crazy
strange,
nowadays.
Being in the retail business, when you get a new company, and of course it takes off, because you're pushing it.
Yeah.
But then you watch your regular sales of your other, maybe your VSGs or your fucking Havanas, your Tatuaje Havanas. They start going down.
Yeah.
It's a give and take. It's you want to basically put a more expensive cigar out there, but sometimes it's not the case, and people buy it up, and you do take a loss.
But you got to learn to sell the small so you get that gain, right?
Listen, I've tried to sell people. Smallest I've tried to sell people was Robustos, and they would turn it down.
So
say,
yeah,
I don't want to smoke a Robusto. I said, why don't you want to smoke a Robusto? Because I want to hang out for 3 hours. Okay.
Fuck, smoke 3 Robustos then.
Motherfucker, right?
Right? Or dude, not even that. Dude, smoke fucking 2 Corona Vivas or whatever that's. Smoke fucking 2 Lonsdales. Don't be a fucking weirdo. Why do you want to look at the guy with the fucking big black dick in your mouth? That's fucking weird.
Always. It's oh yeah. I'm like I like everything but the Toro Gordo. Don't smoke the Toro Gordo. What do they grab? Toro
It
Gordo.
doesn't last long enough. It doesn't last long. Like, why do you need? Can't you like? You're coming to a cigar lounge. Honestly, probably on minimum, you're going to be paying $10 a cigar minimum. You're like, I need this cigar, and it's like it's $13, and it's the size of 5 cigars.
Well, I had the same guy buy one of the Toro Gordos, and then I had the next day smoked the Robusto, and he said the Robusto was fantastic.
Right?
Said,
Yeah.
no
Wow, it's a lot less cigar. So the crazy thing is cigars are like cigarettes. If you're a dude, you're not going to be reaching out there for the fucking 110 mils. You know what I mean? The fucking Cruella de Vil's. You're not like, I have 2 hours worth of cigarette to burn right now. You know what I mean? Like, dude, get something sizable. Get something practical. You could be that guy out there that loves fucking big cigars. Dude, bring one
my
to me.
favorite size right now is like
I'll smoke it with you. I might like it. I could change my mind. I don't know.
I'm a petite Corona guy now, man. I'm 5.5 by 42.
I gotta say, I'm still a fucking Lonsdale, man. Lonsdale. Or yeah, Corona Viva size, or what's the actual terminology for Corona Viva? Corona Gorda?
I think so, but they kept it a little slimmer.
Okay, so I'm obviously gonna be stoked on that. I love a Lonsdale. I love a Corona Gorda. I love a certain Lanceros I could fucking get behind. But I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get towards. Smoke what you want to smoke, but be practical. Be practical. You know, think about everything around it, and then that cigar is going to come to you. That's why, dude, I think, yeah, those three definitions, 3 subscriptions is going to do you well. It's going to do you well. Nobody needs a fucking 6x60. In my opinion, do you think anybody need to smoke a 6x60? In your opinion,
it's outrageous. I don't understand it.
Right?
It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, the Robusto wasn't even a Cuban size until America picked it up.
America. I'm shooting guns off right now. What else should I do that's American?
Order a pizza. You guys got pizza in Nova Scotia?
Very American of us. We're actually ordering tacos from a non-Mexican place.
Nova Scotian tacos. All right.
Nova Scotian tacos. All right. If you have one piece of advice to give anybody, it's not a tip. It's just a piece of advice to give anybody. It doesn't have. It could be sports related, cigar related, drink related, anything related. What's one piece of advice you have to give?
One piece of advice I'd have to give was to be humble and love one another. Don't prejudge. Going with an open mind, open heart, and just hope for the best. I think if you give your best, you get the best.
Boom. That makes a lot of sense. You know what? Between me and you, dude, you're like, oh, you're drinking seltzers. Dude, try the, you know what I mean? You get on that. Boom, I get on your level. And it's just, yeah. All right. My piece of advice would be what's mainstream currently will not be mainstream in a couple months from now. Get on it now while it's mainstream, and then you don't seem as bad buying it still because you like it 3 months down the road when it ain't mainstream. Might as well catch it while it's mainstream. Get your shit, man. Catch it. You're better off liking it when it's mainstream than you're the guy buying it when it ain't mainstream, or gal buying it when it ain't mainstream. That's just me. I mean, that's my opinion on it.
Hey, I'm the guy that buys shit that's not mainstream.
Herfdaddy is. Herfhead is. I mean, everybody in this entire universe has sort of sacrifice. Boom. Radix, bitch. Radix. All right, let's do one more breathalyzer. Let's leave everybody on hey, order this. Green one. Beat our score. I just turned mine on. I'm counting down right now. I'll announce mine
Remember,
first, and you announce yours. Okay?
remember, it's about 3 to 5. You don't gotta.
Yeah, you
don't
always
gotta
want to
give
blow
up.
3 to 5. Anything more than that, you get the bad review. I blew mine. I blew a 6-second, maybe 5-second. I mean, I blew late. 0.14. 0.14. I'm 3 more now. I've had more drinks. Boom. I can't see that. What's it say? 0.16?
0.16.
We got a lot of Kurt. It ends after 10 seconds. Off. Boom. Would you say this is accurate?
Yes.
I'm with you 100%. I say it's accurate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is. You already fucking know what it is. You already know what this fucking is. Da, 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 da.